a simple and easy way to calculate your risk and manage your risk if you are trading the forex markets. So I found an app that's called Forex Calculators, and you can get it on the App Store or on the Play Store. But before we dive into it, I'll give you a demonstration on how simple you can use this app to manage your risk. So for most of us that are familiar with the setup that is on our screen, I'm going to be using AUDJPY as an example for this video or demonstration. So if you're familiar with what you're seeing on the screen, you see that there is a W formation, right? This type of setup is very common. So this is a W formation, and if we are to enter our trade on this type of setup, the rule of thumb says that we enter it on the neckline, which is that area right there. That is where we are supposed to enter this type of setup. And where do you place your stop loss now? Some like to place their stop loss on the lowest leg of that setup. So for this example, I'm going to use this area as our stop loss level. So how much do we have in our account? Let's say we have $1,000 in our account. And how much are we willing to lose on this trade? For example, let's say we are willing to lose 1% of $1,000, which is equivalent to $10, right? So for us to know the lot size that we are going to use on this particular setup, we are going to use that app that I've shown you before. But before we use that app, for us to know the values that we are going to enter on that app, we first have to know the number of pips between our entry point, which is this point, and our stop loss point. So for example, let's say the difference in number of pips between the entry point and our stop loss point is 10 pips. We are going to use this 10 pips on that app. So let me just open the app. Okay, so on our app, first thing is we are going to choose our account currency, and in this case we are trading using the US dollar, and our instrument, which is the AUDJPY. If you cannot find it, you can just type it in, then when you find it, you just select. Then our risk amount, so we say that we have a $1,000 account, right? And we are willing to risk $10 of that. So you just type in $10 on risk amount. But if you decide to use a risk percentage instead, you can just click on where it's written risk percentage, and when you do so, you see the area where you're supposed to put your risk percentage, and you also will have to put in your account balance or your account size. So for our for this example, we'll use 1,000 United States dollar. Then automatically it will show you the amount of risk that you are going to lose on this account. If you are risking 1% on a $1,000 account, it means that you are going to be risking $10. Okay, so we also have to input our stop loss number of pips on this section. So in our example, we saw that the distance or the difference between our entry point and our stop loss point was 10 pips. So we are going to input 10 on this section, 10 pips. Okay, so for it to show us the amount or the volume or lot size that we are going to be using on that setup, you just have to press on calculate. It won't even take many seconds. It will instantly show you the lot size that you're supposed to use, so that If it goes against you and hits the stop loss, you only have lost $10 on that setup. So this is just an easy way to manage your risk. If you use this app called Forex Calculators, I'm sure it can change your trading game a lot. So please do follow this page if you need any more tips about trading, and also comment if you know of other apps that you can use to manage your risk.